Alright, hey guys, Anime West Reacts here. It's gonna be a reaction to One Piece chapter 1019. So, yeah, I held off on this one or didn't really get around to it, but like on Thursdays anyway. But yeah, just gonna get into it. So, chapter starting off with a color page of the Straw Hats and some Straw Hats, Jinbei, and some like Jinbei's whale friends. All I'm in like swimsuits pretty much here. Looking nice. So, starting off, starts off with performance floor inside the castle. You hear Shaw. So this chapter is titled Heliceratops. So Sanji says, "Tech of the tech to fire the lasers again and again. I bet Frankie would love to get his hands on that. So yeah, just be able to shoot lasers rapidly." So someone yells, "Hey, you're going pretty deep," and then says, "Oh, I'm sorry." Then yeah, we're over at Zoro. He's yelling, and Miyagi saying, "It's just these bandages are so thick." And then Zoro says, "Take him off before you inject me." And then dude's like, Miyagi's like, "Ah, good point. Well, here goes." And then Zoro's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure this?" And he goes, "Ah." So then we go over the polar tang at the sea near Wano. And someone says, come back to a straw," or the Lost crew pretty much saying, come back to a straw hat." And then some Lost guys are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what more to do for him. He's already spit up the water over all the water, right? Open your eyes, man. Should we give him some pills? No, an injection. His face is so pale. What should we do? And then Luffy just yells, meat. So they're like, what? So we go over to Skull Dome, Onigashima, Right Brain Tower. Got the gifters and like pleasures or one or the other saying, no, stop. Why are the headliners doing this? So yes, headliners attacking people. And so yeah, one of the headliners says, leave these guys to us. You take out Sasuke. Yeah, you take out Sasuke, Iron Bro." And so Frankie laughs, says, so you came back, huh? You guys were his underlings, right?" And then someone's wheezing and says, "Hey, Armored Division, just because you're under the effect of the enemy's powers doesn't mean this isn't treason." And so Frankie's huffing, saying, Man, you're tough. Man, you're tough, though. I swear I've dealt the finishing blow a couple times already. And then, yeah, Sasuke says, I'd say the same to you. Your resilience is proving to be obnoxious. Now get out of my way." And so he goes into a hybrid form. Says, apparently all of our, blah. Yeah, it says, apparently all of our followers on the performance floor turncoat on us too. Well, I'll slaughter anyone who dares stand in my path. Now move. And then it says trick mechanism screw sword. And so you see like the blade on the sword kind of like starts rotating or vibrating or something, turns it into like a drill. And so yeah, Frankie says, that freaky sword again. Well, I'm not stepping back. I don't know what happened that caused our enemies to switch sides, but they don't seem to mean any harm. They're my pals now. And one of them yells, "Hey, Iron Bro, you want help?" And then Frankie says, "Nah, I'm good. Help someone else." And then Sasuke says, or laughs, says, "What a laugh. Well, the fewer people in my way, the better. Suppose no one in this area is on my side anymore." So yeah, like the fin dorsal thing around, I don't know what the like thing that juts out of a triceratops' like head is called. But that thing pretty much starts like spinning around Sasuke, and Frankie's like, that thing spins? What the, is that how dinosaurs work? Is see Sasuke is like flying now pretty much, or like hovering at the very least. Then one of the turncoat beast pirates says, "That technique, watch out, Iron Bro." And then Sasuke says, "You idiots, worry about yourselves first." And so yeah, he's like spinning and holding the sword, and so because he's doing that, he's like, the sword is like spinning around him. And so yeah, he says chapter title, which is Heliceratops. So he's like, Sasuke's like hitting everyone. Franky says, "You guys," and so you see like all the people flying, and so he stops him with the Franky Shogun's sword. And then yeah, Franky says, "What kind of mobility is that? I wasn't expecting an air battle." And then yeah, he says, Sasuke says, "This is what a Triceratops does." And Franky says, "Wow, I had no idea that propeller really speeds you up to an extreme level." And so then he like crouches down, and then Franky's saying he's gonna charge at me at that speed. Do your worst, General Shield. But like Sasuke gets blown back, it looks like, and he's like, "Huh?" And he's saying, "Wait, he just rotated the propeller the wrong way and went in reverse by accident, didn't he?" And then Sasuke says, "Runway space acquired." And then yeah, Franky yells, "Liar." And he says, Sasuke says, "Shut up. The more room I have to speed up, the greater the force. Bullet Triceratops." He like launches himself at Franky pretty much at probably a really high speed. And then Franky says, "Uh-oh, he's getting set off my shoulders load, or he's gonna set off my shoulder-loaded rockets." And so yeah, pretty much the rockets on the shoulder just explode. Then Franky says, "Take this," and he throws him. It looks like says he like doesn't throw him, he suplexes him. So yeah, General Suplex. And then he says, you might be tough all over, but that wound on your stomach's bleeding pretty bad." And he pulls out, or he says, "Frankensword, you're done for. V for victory, flash." But then, yeah, Sasuke just flies out of the way, and Franky's like, "Ah, damn it." He's like, "Oh, come on, I'm not actually good at sword fighting." And so yeah, the general sword ends up getting slashed or broken. The Frankensword, that's what he's calling it. So he's like, "My Frankensword snapped," and then says, "In that case, time for my ultimate last resort." He says, "Running away, have you no shame?" And then he says, "Ah." And he says, "Uh-oh, he really pushed me a long way. The performance floor is just ahead. Can't let him get in there." And then he uses Bullet Triceratops again. Franky says, all set. Gao Cannon portable version." And so yeah, then he Gao General Cannon blasts Sasuke like high up into the air. And so yeah, you see him like looking up and down at each other, and he says, "Huh?" And then Sasuke says, "Cough, show a bit more respect to the very symbol of fear, the Tobirofo of the Animal Kingdom pirates." And then he says, if I have to take us both out, so be it, Magnum Ceratops." And he like launches himself at Franky again, or Franky Shogun to be more precise. Gets hit, so he crashes into the Franky Shogun, but Franky is not even in it. It says, "Locked and loaded, Franky Radical Beam." And blasts Sasuke right in the stomach. So yeah, it seems to take him out. Then we go to the rooftop, Skull Dome. And then you got Kaido, I guess, saying, "I recognize your value, blah. I recognize your value as a soldier, Yamato." And then he laughs and says, "Is that what a father's supposed to say? I worked hard to acquire that devil fruit. I never intended for you to eat it." And then Yamato says, I was hungry. I was hungry. I didn't know what would happen either. I wanted to sail out to sea, but I couldn't swim anymore. I tried to kill you more times than I can count, and more times than I can count. You beat me down, but it made me stronger. Those cuffs weren't the only thing keeping me here on this island. If I don't fight for the sake of this country, then I can't call myself Odin. And so yeah, that's the chapter. Next one is August 1st, so no chapter next week. But yeah, pretty good chapter overall. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment on the video, subscribe for more anime reaction reviews and manga reviews. Check out the links down below to my Twitter, Twitch, and Discord, and I'll see y'all next time. So yeah.